Yeah, I'm going to show you a lot of my exercises and how I train arms. So let's go.
What is happening, everybody? Okay, so I know a lot of you lot are looking forward to this one, so let's get right into it. I'm going to do a commentary today. I want you lot to let me know whether you prefer commentaries or you prefer me talking in the gym, or if you prefer montages. Just let me know what you want. I will provide. I kind of like this commentary sort of vibe because I think it allows me to give you a lot of information to you lot. But anyway, why am I out of breath? I need to do some cardio. Anyway, so we're starting off today's arm session with a close grip bench press. So the reason I like to start with this is purely because you can get a lot of load to be targeted onto the triceps, because you're not going to be able to do 80 kilos or 70 kilos on the tricep extension or an isolated movement. So yeah, this just allows a lot of load to be put on that tricep and allow the most amount of muscle damage to occur onto the triceps. As always, we're training to failure every single set, and we're spending that most time in the eccentric phase, as I'll probably say every single video, because I want to reiterate how important it is to create muscle damage, because without muscle damage, you're not going to grow new tissue. I think it's also important to remember that the biceps and triceps aren't any different to any other muscle group in the body in terms of if you put a stimulus onto that muscle, then it's got to react to it. So obviously, we're doing the same principles for the biceps and triceps as we are with any muscle. We're progressively overloading each week and allowing more weight to be put on the triceps or on the biceps each week to cause new tissue to grow. Touch new weight and you'll grow new tissue. So this is the top set. I got 80 kg for 5, I think, just with a slight spot from Jamie. For whatever reason there, my microphone cut out. But anyway, the next exercise we have is preacher curls. So this is one of my favourite bicep exercises because, again, you can get a decent amount of load onto the bicep. And also it's just very isolated and it's a very controlled movement. So you can completely control that weight at all times during the movement. So as you can see, we're doing a slow eccentric phase and we're always trying to keep tension on that muscle. So as you can see, you don't want to bring the weight too close up to your body because otherwise the tension will go from your biceps. And as you can see, the tension's always there on my bicep, which is going to cause growth, as always, is what we want. And I keep saying that, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's important, so we'll work with it. And yeah, so I think this is my second warm-up set with 20 kg, and then this is my top set. This is our top set with 22 kg. So this was quite a struggle, but again, we're working till failure, and we're completely controlling that weight so that the most amount of tension is caused onto the bicep. Also, in this movement, you want to make sure your armpit's underneath the pad, so your shoulders or traps aren't getting involved, and it's purely your biceps, and the biceps are purely isolated in this movement. So next, we have a basic flat bench Skullcrusher. So as you've already noticed, there's no secret to getting big arms. It's just getting that volume on the arms, making sure your form's correct, and basically putting a nice amount of load onto the muscle. It's not as hard as everyone thinks. It's just as simple as progressive overload and intensity. So on this movement, we're going to go nice and light. We're just going to feel the weight on the triceps and get around 8 to 12 reps out. So throughout the whole session, I'm working between different rep ranges. So on the heavy sets of close grip bench press and preacher curls, I'll probably work at around 4 to 8 reps. Here we're going at about 8 to 12 sets. So as always, we just want to make sure the form's perfect. We want to allow the triceps to control the weight, and we want the first rep to be the same as the last rep. So the penultimate bicep exercise that we have with this session is just a simple cable bicep curl to isolate that bicep. This is for slightly higher reps, probably around 12 to 15 reps. And I'm not going to talk too much on this because it's pretty self-explanatory. But what I want to talk about is how when I see people starting at the gym, they just do bicep curls. They just do dumbbell bicep curls, cable bicep curls. And this annoys me so much because the bicep is such a small muscle group in comparison to a lot of other muscle groups, and your tricep is 2/3 of your arm. So we know that if we want to get big arms, we're going to have to train our triceps. Obviously, you want to even it out and you don't want to be much bigger than the other, but naturally your tricep's going to be much bigger than your bicep because the tricep is 2/3 of the arm. So just make sure you remember that point and try not to just do them bicep curls. So the final exercise we have is a bicep and tricep superset. So we're doing something called sevens on tricep extensions. So this includes 7 tricep extensions wider, and then you'll see I'll open my legs, not like that. I'll open my legs and then push the tricep extension through my legs for more of a closer grip. This is just to completely burn out the tricep at the end of the session and allow a lot of blood to be pumped into that muscle to burn it out on the last section of the session. So what I'm going to do for you guys is put a list of all the exercises that I've done from this session at the end of the video, so you lot can copy and screenshot or do whatever you want to do with it. So this is supersetted with 21s. So this will start off with 7 reps at the bottom part of the bicep curl as demonstrated now. Then 7 reps at the top of the bicep curl as demonstrated again. This again is just to pump blood into the muscle, to burn out that muscle at the end of the session. And then the last 7 reps will be full reps, to again allow that blood to pump into that muscle and completely burn it out. So here's a couple shots we got at the end of the session. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you lot enjoyed. I hope you lot can take some advice and get them big arms. Like, comment and subscribe, share, do your thing. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.